Best Free Antivirus. Top 5 antivirus software trusted reviews breaks down the best free antivirus packages you can get. Every item has been thoroughly reviewed for effectiveness and usability. Introduction: antivirus software remains essential in 2021-2022, especially when it comes to protecting against real-time threats, often delivered via the web in the form of drive-by downloads. We'll see if Microsoft Defender, built into Windows, is your best choice for protection, and take a look at the best free antivirus choices for older operating systems, for users who need extra tools, and for those who don't want the simplest AV around. 1. Microsoft Defender Antivirus Pros. Built into Windows 10 and 11. Extremely accurate ransomware defense. Cons: Windows 7 and 8.1 are no longer supported. Built into Windows 10 and 11, Microsoft Defender is the most consistently reliable antivirus suite around. It got perfect 100% protection scores in both AV Test and SE Labs' most recent tests. Core anti-malware components include real-time protection and on-demand scans covering everything from quickly checking a folder to a comprehensive offline scan that checks for hard-to-remove threats such as rootkits by scanning the system without booting into Windows. However, scheduled scans have to be set up via Windows Task Scheduler. As well as virus protection, Defender includes ubiquitous Windows firewall, parental controls and remote management of your family's devices, reputation-based site blocking and edge and application blocking in general, system health reports, and the ability to disable all notifications. Although Microsoft Defender is incredibly good, you'll need an alternative such as Avast or Bitdefender's free antivirus if you're running an older version of Windows. 2. Avast Free Antivirus. Pros. Works on Windows 7 and 8.1 and 10 and 11. Very accurate ransomware defense. Cons. No more effective than Microsoft Defender. Partly supported by advertising and partner promotion, Avast Free Antivirus includes core protection modules against malware via web, file, network and mail, as well as ransomware defense for your choice of critical folders. It carries out real-time scanning of potential threats, as well as on-demand and scheduled system scans, and features a Do Not Disturb mode to eliminate interruptions of full-screen applications. Avast's malware detection engine got perfect scores in AV Test's latest real-world exposure and reference file scanning tests, with a 6 out of 6 system performance rating and only 2 false positives. It blocked 99.9% of malicious content in AV Comparative's real-world protection tests, with 20 false positives, and achieved a perfect accuracy rating in the most recent tests by SE Labs. It's no more accurate than Microsoft Defender, so Windows 10 and 11 users should stick to that, but is a solid choice for older Windows PCs. 3. AVG Free Antivirus. Pros. Works on Windows 7 and 8.1 and 10. Super accurate ransomware defense. Cons. No more effective than Microsoft Defender. Heavier on system resources than Avast or Microsoft Defender. Bought by rival Avast in 2016, AVG's anti-malware suites use the same detection engine as its stablemate, but with a different interface and a slightly different range of integrated tools. AVG Free Antivirus has a more limited feature set than its paid-for counterparts, but the essential real-time and file scanning anti-malware components are there, along with on-demand and scheduled scans, browser and email scanning components, and an anti-ransomware tool that blocks unauthorized programs from making changes to selected directories. AVG's detection engine performed identically to Avast's in recent tests by AV Test, AV Comparatives and SE Labs. Both detected and protected against 100% of malware in AV Test and SE Labs' tests, and 99.9% of malware in tests by AV Comparatives. However, AV Test's data shows that AVG has a greater impact on performance. AVG is a long-standing public favorite among free anti-malware tools and continues to do the job reasonably efficiently. However, it's no more effective than Microsoft Defender, which comes pre-installed on Windows 10. 4. Avira Free Security. Pros. Works on Windows 7 and 8.1 and 10. Includes lots of extra tools. Cons. Less effective than some rivals' ransomware defense isn't included, can't disable notifications. Avira has a long-standing reputation as a lightweight antivirus suite that'll run on almost anything. Unfortunately, its performance in the most recent tests by AV Test and AV Comparatives, although by no means ineffective against the latest malware, wasn't quite up to most of its rivals. Avira Free Security was the worst performer across 2 months of AV Test's real-world tests, scoring 99.2% and 99.9% respectively. It protected the test system in 98.9% of AV Comparatives test exposures, although it scored a perfect 100% across all protection and accuracy metrics in SE Labs' latest tests. Free users only get access to the real-time protection module, plus scheduled and on-demand scans. If you want the dedicated web, email and ransomware protection modules, you'll be prompted to subscribe to Avira Prime. Similarly, the free version has no Do Not Disturb mode for gaming. It comes with plenty of other tools for system optimization, file shredding, and tweaking Windows privacy settings, plus a very limited 500 MB per month VPN allowance. These are all handy, but can't quite outshine Windows Defender for Windows 10 and 11 users. 5. Bitdefender Antivirus Free Edition. Pros. Works on Windows 7 and 8.1 and 10. Extremely simple to use. Cons. Less effective than some rivals. No ransomware defense or scheduled scans. Bitdefender Antivirus Free Edition shares its detection engine with the company's paid-for editions, but provides an otherwise bare-bones experience. Bitdefender's engine typically performs well in tests. It achieved a 100% detection rating in AV Test's real-world and reference scanning tests, with only a single false positive and a 99.9% rating with 3 false positives in AV Comparatives' most recent real-world protection test. The software was not included in SE Labs' recent tests. Bitdefender's interface is refreshingly free of clutter. There's just a single, compact status screen, showing your protection status. Here, you can activate a system scan or drag and drop in any file or folder to immediately check it for threats. However, you can't schedule scans and there's no dedicated ransomware defense module. The app includes malicious site filtering, phishing and fraud protection for the web, and allows you to disable notifications. You also get limited remote device management of up to 25 installations of Bitdefender free. It can't quite match Microsoft Defender's outstanding performance if you're running Windows 10 or 11 systems. However, it's a great choice if you're still using Windows 7 or 8.1 and want a truly simple interface to work with and a minimum of bother.